Will you be able to dodge the next one? I was attacked by another impulse wave. I was just able to get out of the way. And I tried to launch an attack on Dean. But I was only able to graze his right shoulder, and I was blown away backwards. I can't even get close. Ha 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 ha. So, what happened to that resolve you had just now? His attack waves came one after another. I was able to avoid being hit by them head on, but I don't know how long I would last. And as I looked around, I realized that I was being pushed deeper into the room. You have nowhere left to run. This is the last. Ah, give me a break with the speech already. All you ever seem to say is this is the last, or this is the end. That's how it feels anyway. I raised my left hand above my head, and when I twisted my wrist, or turned my wrist around, an anchor with a wire attached came firing out from inside my sleeve, so like a grappling hook, and wrapped around the railing of the terrace overhead. Once I checked to see that it was attached, I pulled it with all my might. And in reaction, using the reaction, my body was lifted into the air, and the wire coiled up, and I got over the railing and landed on top of the terrace. It's like a neat trick you have there, kind of thing. I was somehow able to get out of the line of fire, so I should be able to stall for a little bit. And in that time, in that space, I wonder what I could come up with. And while thinking this, I ran towards the stairs which went out to the outside of the dome. He seems to be taking a long time. Does he think that maybe I've run away? Or maybe he's scared? Who's scared? When I looked up, above the dome, which was bathed in the light of the moon, Rene was floating there, holding Sierra in his arm. So it must be some kind of magical power. For a human, you're quite an interesting man. What were you planning to do this time? Well, I can't tell you just yet. So, you don't reveal your or you don't talk about your greatest, your best item. It means like save the best for last sort of thing. Like you don't talk about it beforehand. As if sliding towards me, Rene approached. If he caught me with his right arm, then the only thing waiting for me would probably be death. You're quite the fast one. Next is my turn. The spikes that I suddenly shot out as if it were nothing at all, Rene swept them away with his right hand. So, is this finally the end now? But I didn't wait for him to finish speaking. I dashed to the opposite side of the dome. I've had enough playing tag. Human, your time, like your life has been limited from the start, or like has always had an end coming to it. So you should welcome your final moment. I think this means like he suddenly like closed his eyes and jumped down. Yeah. So he screwed his eyes shut and jumped off the roof. And Rene, like seeing that, suddenly pulled his hand back, and as a result, he lost his balance. What are you doing? One of the special skills that is taught, or techniques of Harmonia, is very fine steel wires that are spun together, and I had attached one end to the very top of the dome, and like in pulling it or in jumping, I had managed to trap Rene's right arm. So those spikes from before, in order to get this to work, I had him knock them away on purpose. I twisted my body and pointed both of my arms towards Rene's face, and the gunpowder that I had in my hand, I lit a light. Ah! Rene, with his right arm trapped, loosened his grip on Sierra with his left arm in order to protect his own body, to protect himself. Moving swiftly, I grabbed onto Sierra as she fell, and using with the impact of the explosion, or like by the impact of the explosion, we were blown away together. Please. Sierra and I both tumbled down the top of the dome. Before when it said please, he's like, Tanomu, which means like, come on, like don't fail me now kind of thing. Just before we went flying off the very edge of the dome, my right hand grabbed onto the one knife that was thrust in just before. I think he might mean those spikes he threw, possibly. I'm not sure. I could feel the weight of myself and Sierra both all in my one arm, and it caused me great pain. As I was gripping onto the handle of the knife, I prayed that it wouldn't break, or that it wouldn't like snap off. That, I think we lucked out. And when I regained my composure, not my composure, but like my posture, when I got myself together, I checked on Sierra. Sierra had lost consciousness. It seemed that most of her strength had been stolen from by Rene. You human. I won't forgive you. I'm not gonna forgive you for this. Dean, he came at us at a fearsome pace, and because I pushed Sierra back behind me to hide her, I didn't have time to get out of the way, and I was captured and I was grabbed by him. Stupid human. Cry more in pain. You foolish human. You thought you could best me, the king of the night? Suffer, feel this pain. I want you to wallow in the patheticness of your life, of your feeble life. The stupid one, this is Nash now, the stupid one is you. I've had enough of your foul mouth. I'm going to cut you off from this mouth forever. Sierra, why? Within your heart, in your arms, I felt a warmth like I used to know. It was like being in a dream from long ago. Why did you let me go? I see. Uh, Before that human blood. Oh, sorry, I just understood. I knew I'd never be able to beat you, Nash says.